you this though. So is your attraction for men gone? Because there's a lot of people that believe that you still may be attracted to men.
The only thing about me is that my looks. I'm very beautiful for a guy. So people may assume I'm still in the life, but you got
It's
to
your
be with me to
mannerism, bro.
know. And there's no attraction at all to men here. It's more so me creating friendship with women and not knowing the difference between how to be flirtatious with them or just be a friend, and I end up just being a friend. I have a lot of female friends, but they would never see me as dating me because they knew me when I was before, how I
So
was
why do you think
before.
you've
Guys, welcome back to That Liminal Period. It's your girl, Chun-Li Shoddy. In today's video, I have a clip from the Kendra G dating show that highlights a modern day complexity that I've noticed more common. In today's video, I have a clip of CJ Kennedy, who is a man that used to have a homosexual lifestyle but have since repented, given up his life to God, and is now strictly dating women. So without further ado, let's get into it.
CJ, where you calling me from, baby?
I'm in New York City.
New York City. How old are you?
I'm 34.
34. And what do you do for a living?
I'm a detective.
Okay, detective. You have any kids?
No children.
No kids. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a June 4th Gemini.
Gemini.
I comment in
And
your comments all the time, talking to people, getting on their case. I'm one of the real cousins,
ooh,
so.
he a real cousin. So you already know how we do over here. Okay. So we got CJ, New York City, 34 Gemini, no kids, is a detective. Have you ever been married?
I've never been married before.
Okay. CJ, who you looking for tonight? Well, today.
Wow. Today, I'm looking for a woman who's willing to understand the aspects of this new life that we're living in and be able to guide me spiritually with Christ. You know, I did struggle with homosexuality most of my life, but the past 8 years I've been alone. It's a miracle that I'm actually on this show right now, because I'm definitely a good take. I'm a little basic. I was raised by a tourist, so I live like a tourist. I'm very homebody. I'm very attractive. I make sure everything's clean, and I don't know. I just pay bills and stuff. You know, life can be a little boring as a grown adult, and you don't get what you need, so you just do it for yourself.
Okay. Now, CJ, I have to be honest, and you did go there when you said woman. A couple of cousins and myself was taken back. So, have you ever dated a woman?
I've never dated a woman before. I've never
Okay.
dated a woman. I've been with one man my entire life. Well, not my entire life, but from ages 17. This person was older, and this may like shock a lot of people, but a lot of people my age coming from the 90s, like uh, when you're young and in that life, like you had to do what you had to do. And when I moved to New York, I had a scholarship for Hunter College. I'm sorry, the TV's too loud. I had a scholarship for Hunter College when I moved to New York, and and I came here. I was 18 years old. That was like 2008, and I stayed and I just worked and went to college. I met the guy at college. He was like 59 at the time. So now, of course, he's like 80, 90 almost.
Damn.
So he was
Wait, how old
financially
were you?
taken.
He was 59, and how old were you?
I was only 18, and it was more of a situation that I really wouldn't discuss online, but it was more of a taking advantage of situation. I had just came out of foster
Absolutely.
care, and
Yeah.
I didn't know right from wrong like that. I knew what was going on. I'm not going to sit here and act like that man was 100% wrong, which he was, but I was too, because at 18, you know what's going on. But me, I stayed disease free, no HIV, no AIDS, everything proof. I don't. My first date is the doctor's office. I stay in the house of the Lord. I am the house of the Lord. I condone nothing but peace. So, I know it's hard. I'm glad I'm on here because a lot of people are going to be looking at this. I really want you guys to realize that a lot of us guys are really good men. We just can't change the past. All we can do is move forward. The Lord forgave me. As long as we're walking in the right footsteps, we'll get where we need to be. And,
Well,
I'm
I
more
want to
so looking
say,
for a friend.
right. Well, thank you for your transparency. That guy was absolutely wrong for what you went through in your past. I mean, 18 is still very young. You know, the more life you live, the more you learn. But as to be 59 years old, that's we won't go down that hole. But he was absolutely wrong. I want to.
Before she goes on, I really do want to just commend him, I guess, for like the self accountability. Like he said, he did know what was going on. 18, 19, you are aware, though you might not be fully mature or fully formed in, you know, like your prefrontal lobe. So some of these critical thinking, you know, weighing out the pros and cons and the risks that you're placing yourself in, it hasn't fully developed yet. And that's why teenagers and people in their early 20s are still making dumb decisions. I'm 31 and I still make questionable decisions at times. Again, I know I'm getting long winded, but I appreciate him taking accountability. Unfortunately, even when you take accountability, you still cannot erase your past. And I know he's fully aware of that, like he's mentioned, you know, like he's going to get to where he needs to be. But as a young woman, when we make dumb decisions, it can impact us lifelong. So good for him.
Ask you this though. So is your attraction for men gone? Because there's a lot of people that believe that you still may be attracted to men.
The only thing about me is that my looks. I'm very beautiful for a guy. So people may assume I'm still in the life, but you got
It's
to
your
be with me to
mannerism, bro.
know. And there's no attraction at all to men here. It's more so me creating friendship with women and not knowing the difference between how to be flirtatious with them or just be a friend, and I end up just being a friend. I have a lot of female friends, but they would never see me as dating me because they knew me when I was before, how I
So
was
why do you think
before.
you've never dated a woman?
It's has some to do with his mannerisms as well. I think as a woman, if I was to go on a date with a man and I find out about his past, or to be quite honest, with CJ, I don't even know if a date would have happened or if I would have thought it was just lunch or dinner with a girlfriend because of his mannerism, because of the gray contact lenses, because of the mesh tank top. Okay, I'm not telling him that he needs to change who he is, but I'm just saying it's giving off a little bit of feminine vibes. So again, that's why I'm saying, like, as a woman, I wouldn't interpret him as a romantic interest. Secondly, knowing his past coupled with his mannerism, you would question whether or not he still has that attraction towards men. Is he suppressing it because of his faith?
Not having a mother figure in my life. It's a long list of things, like a lot. Like I didn't really have a great deal of hand when it comes to people dealing with me. They treated me terrible. Like I could have like committed suicide, all kinds of things. I thank God for how He has brought me to be at this point today, and more than ever of being on your show, because I dreamed of this for years. Like when you started, I really wanted you to hear what I had to say, because a lot of us out here aren't in the street. I don't have any partners. Haven't been with nobody in over 8 years. I ain't interested. I had a dog. I put his ass out because you're not gonna tear up my furniture. I just moved in this apartment, like not even 3 months. So, and I don't want to be here. I want to move back to Florida.
Okay.
That's it.
All
I
right.
just
So
want somebody
listen.
to enjoy my journey with me.
Okay.
Seriously.
Okay. So CJ, women only. What are your deal breakers?
My deal breakers are someone that's not of Christ. If you're not of Jesus, I'm going to know. If you don't worship Christ and you're not trying to change your life or be, I'm going to know, because I'm walking in this battle and it's a strong battle. That's my only deal breaker. Everyone has problems. I'm willing to accept anybody, but I won't take a transgender or a trans man. I won't take anything that's mutilated. I'm sorry. I will
That's
deal with
mutilated.
that's mutilated. Anyone who would mutilate their body or take their body and change how the Lord created them, which I thought of it in the past when I was younger, you go through it, but I wouldn't do it. And I just really hope that the people who have went through that have really found their relationship with Christ, because, it could be a doomsday scenario in their aspect.
So
That would also be another concern of mine. And again, like, I commend him for his transparency, but he said he would have considered sexual reassignment surgery when he was younger. He's glad that he didn't do it, but he considered it. So that would have me question whether or not, like, do you have doubts of your gender, of your sex, not just your orientation, but do you believe that you're a man? Do you know that you're a man?
let me ask you this: with your religious beliefs, do you believe that being gay is a sin?
I 100% believe it. Okay, in service Sunday, they mentioned something like this. The pastor did not have to say the lifestyle. It's in the Bible. I struggled with it. 17 years I've been sitting going back and forth, knowing that I had a feeling for men, but at the same time knowing that it's not right. And then I had to evaluate. Like most of us are just saying, "Oh, we're going to live a 54-page Bible instead of living the 64 book." Being a 64 book man instead of being a 54 page, because 54 page they want you to tell them what they want to hear. If it's they want to serve God, if it's, oh God, I accept you as your they want to be with him if he's willing to deal with their lifestyle that he doesn't condone. So yeah, of course, it's definitely you're not going to heaven. I'm sorry, I wanted to go to heaven gay. You're not going to heaven gay. It's not going to happen.
Well, do you
They
understand what
banned
you're
me.
getting into on my show? Because I want you to be prepared.
Yeah,
Okay. As long, I think sometimes people don't realize the reach of the show, and I definitely know the LGBTQ community, and I think people are gonna feel like no one will ever argue. I don't think it's a debate with your relationship with God, right? But there's some people that do believe you're born this way. Like I was born gay,
I
and this is the
believe
way.
I
So
believe that at once upon a time, but it's not true. If you really dig deep and have the mindset that I have, I feel like Geminis are strong. June, me, strong, strong. Financially set, everything's good. Nobody's opinion can tell me anything about me. And the whole world basically is against me. I'm kind of like Trump, if you want to put it in an aspect. So people
Well,
don't
no,
like
there's
me
some people
anyway.
that agree with you, of course.
Yeah.
There's people that absolutely believe your statements, and then there's the gay community who will disagree with your statements. But I do
Mm-hmm.
want to ask this because I've seen this before. I've seen people who believe they were born gay, and then they find God, and because they find God, they call it delivered. They pray the gay away. So then
I've
they
been
want
with
to
the
do.
Lord forever. You can't find him and just walk away.
But let me just
I've
ask
been
you
with
this. I
him
want to
forever.
get this whole scenario out. So then because they believe it's the right thing to do is to be with a woman, they perceive that and they pursue that. But then years later, who like their attraction to men never went away. So they try to go the Bible way. They marry a woman and they do it because this is what the church is teaching them. But years later, they still revert back to men. So is there any like what would you say to a woman that might be concerned about that? Like I understand you love the Lord and you want to be with me because that's what you're being taught is the right thing to do. But let's say we have a family together. Do you sneak off with men? Will you go back with men? Like what is the assurance
I
that
am the real version of a real loyal person. This world is so crazy now. There's not many loyal people. But all I can say, I can't really speak on that because I'm in New York. They are disgusting. So there's a many things that the gay community, they are disgusting and sick. And if they want to go against me and say that I am wrong for what I'm saying, I want to make it clear that I'm not jumping on the side of the Lord now and finding myself. I'm actually looking at love and what love, the definition of love and what Christ gives me is love. And I'm looking at the gay community and what they're doing. They're sleeping with children. They're not even trying to be adults. You got grown 50, 60-year-old men who are trying to get with young little small children to create whatever fantasy that they didn't fulfill when they were young. So I don't really care. I got a little bit of femininity still in me, of course, it's there, but I can assure that whatever woman comes in my life will never have a problem. They stop me every day, but I'm so mean that people won't approach me. I've been through a lot to the point where I won't let certain people approach me. I'm big on energy. So all I can answer is they're going to do that to you. I'm not. I'm going to give you loyalty. You're probably be the one to mess up this relationship. That's why I would prefer to start off as friends. Like, I'm glad that my face is now here. This is love.
okay.
Christ, this is love. I
Okay.
can't speak on everyone, but this is love.
Okay. All right. So should the woman look a certain way?
To be honest, Kendra, I want a woman that is just her. I love all of the women. I love, especially you. If she could look like you, that would be great because
I
I
don't even look
just
like
love.
me. I'm hair, makeup, glasses,
So,
child.
so people want to be like, oh, don't wear no makeup, no nothing. But what if she want to be beautiful? I'm accepting all. I just want the great spirited person that is for Christ. And if you're not for Christ, and you're willing to learn what Christ is about, then you can show me too, because I'm on the path. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm not better than anyone. I just have a different love to give than other people. And I'm more how can you say it? I'm more of an attached bucket. So once we become friends, I like you, we're gonna stick together. My friend, her name was Latifah Brown. She was from St. Peters. Well, she's from Duval. She's from Jacksonville. But we grew up in St. Petersburg, Florida together. And she was my best friend. Oh my God. I miss her so much. I haven't seen her in so long. So I had to get that out in case she see her show. But she's a Taurus, born April 29th, and we grew up together. So I don't know. I wanna be able to have life. I never thought she would have a child. Her child is so beautiful. Oh my God.
See, he low key, not even low key, honestly. He's very feminine. For a man like CJ who had a homosexual past and admits to having attraction towards men, I would have thought that he would have been attracted to a woman that was a little bit more tomboyish or a little bit more masculine in the way that she presented herself. But he did mention that it would have been great if she looked like Kendra G. So I don't know. Maybe he's looking for a best friend and live out his life purpose as it's written out in the Bible and have a family, have kids, and all that good jazz. So
I'm just excited. I want the same life, but I just want to do it
How
in
do
the
you know
right
she has
way.
a child if you haven't talked to her in
I
years?
spoke to her mom on my birthday. Yeah.
Okay. What about money? Should this woman make a certain amount of money?
Be broke. I got you. I don't care. Like right now at this point, and there's a lot of men out here like me that sit home, have nothing, but just themselves. So I don't care if you have money or not. I feel like my bloodline came from an age where it's like the 1954s. I was the one in the comments saying, yes, women are supposed to be taken care of fully. You're not supposed to have pay for what? No, just bring your love and bring your woman house. I don't even have any. You don't even got to cook. I'll cook for you. Like y'all not getting the love that you're supposed to get right now, and I'm sitting back seeing it. I want to give it to you. Yeah, definitely.
Don't play with it. Don't play with it. He said he got you. Okay. So you talking that talk. Let's do the Kendra Cam, CJ.
Okay, let me see if I'm good. All right, I'm fine as hell, so I don't give a damn about the Kendrick cam. Let me see. Oh, all right, all right, all right.
Okay, CJ.
What
Well,
else,
oh, you
bro?
taking your shirt off, CJ?
I
Oh,
look good,
you want them to see the full body. You don't have to take the shirt off, CJ.
but yeah, I'm
We
working on it. I'm about to be bigger than this in about a couple more months. I
okay.
just got up with this workout person partner that used to be this small because I'm like 145, but
Okay.
I'm physically fit. Yeah.
CJ, you're 34. What's the age range you would date?
I want somebody like maybe 34 to 51.
34 to 50. You go older.
he likes older
Yeah,
women.
I'm used to older. I'm old spirit, so I'm used to
But
older
you
women.
looking for women, so you'll date a 54-year-old woman.
I will date a 54-year-old woman. I sure will. I've seen a
Ooh.
lot of beautiful 54-year-old women. They look better than the new generation. The new generation can't even keep up with it. Like,
What?
I don't know what they doing. They look like devils. I'm sorry. I'm gonna just be honest. I see women and they be like, "Hi, hi, get away from me. Get away from me."
CJ, do you want her to be in New York?
Oh, I don't want no Spanish women. Please don't try to reach out to me because I'm not gonna want you. I'm sorry. Just black women, my own race. I'm fully black. I'm not mixed with nothing. I'm a black American, and that's all I want. It's gold. Sorry.
Okay, black women only. CJ, now when was your last relationship?
Damn. Have I ever been in a relationship? I ain't never been in a relationship.
Okay,
Dang.
So this
so
is
was it?
all new. It's like coming into a Lego box and putting the Legos together with me, y'all. So call me whatever you want, say whatever, be mean. I can take it.
And you're 34, so is it fair enough to say you've never had sex with a woman too?
I've never had sex with a woman. I tried it, but it just didn't work. And I was too young. I think that girl was trying to, I was like 12. She was like 17. So, no.
I don't want to be invasive, but do women get you aroused?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. All the time. Just this weekend, I was hanging out at the bar talking to this girl, and she touched me. And it was just her energy was great. But then at the end of the night, she was with some weird looking guy outside. So I asked the guy what was going on because I'm a Gemini. I'm real straightforward. I'm gonna protect my woman. I'm not to be played with. So I walked over to him and asked him, "What you know her? You know her?" He was like, "Yeah, she one of the girls that be on the corner up there." And I'm like,
Doing
"Dang."
what?
She was beautiful though, very beautiful. Good conversation. So right now I'm not being picky. Women can come be in any walk of life right now. It's so much going on, man. This is not the days we grew up in. So,
Okay.
however you come as
Okay.
you are.
CJ, three flaws you have to work on.
Um, my explosive behavior, because I cuss a person out quick. Once I feel like you playing with my emotions, I'm gonna snap on you and let you go.
Okay. That's one. You got two more flaws?
Um, my indecisiveness, because sometimes I go to a store and I take forever to figure out what exactly I want to purchase or whatever. And the third one is, I guess, being more hardworking, because I've been taking a lot of breaks lately because I've been under a lot of pressure. So
Okay.
I like kind of been slacking a little bit.
And why would a woman be lucky to be with you?
A woman would be lucky to be with me because I'm going to be able to listen to them. I've seen so much, so I'm going to be able to handle whatever issues they may have. I kind of like a spicy woman that's snapping. Maybe you could take all the snapping away from me. That would be great. I like women that go crazy on their man. I like it. Not to the point where you're going to be physically aggressive, but I can handle that too. Don't worry. It'll
I
be
wonder
between me and
if
us if we get together. I
baby
won't
mamas
hurt you.
are
I love
out the
you
question
forever.
for him.
But yeah.
Okay. And last but not least, okay, couple things. You
Single
have some paid
moms.
questions. Do you want them?
I want to go back to, I don't want no paid question. Keep y'all just wasted y'all money. Paid Kendra. What is it? I wanted to go back to what you asked. I would be able to offer a lot. I have a lot to offer. I don't want to seem like so much, and get robbed. Somebody try to come through and catch what I got in here, but I have a lot to offer, and I'm not gonna sit and say anything. I put myself under the bus by telling y'all about my life. So if you don't take the bait, then I just will say, hopefully you find somebody who is going to give you what I am willing to give as a friend first. If you sexual, I'm not really sexual at this moment. I'm not trying to sex. I'm trying to build an empire with someone else. So
So that's gonna be important. But listen, the guest does have the right of the refusal if they
okay,
don't
go
want the paid
ahead.
question.
Go ahead.
No, you said no. So you're the first guest to ever say no, and that's the way it goes. So
Yeah, I don't care.
yeah,
Y'all paid
if
her.
they don't want to, if the
Yeah.
guest does not want to entertain the paid
Is it
questions,
any
that
women that has questions? Is it anything that makes sense? Because I can't see it.
well,
So
you already know what the questions are going to probably say. So it's up to you.
let's
But
just go through it. I got time.
okay, well, look, I actually don't have that much time, but okay, here's the
All
first
right.
one. Dehande said, Kendra, why you letting this man play on your show? He's straight, but he got on blue contacts and a blouse. Child, please. Mental illness is real.
Okay. Next question.
Iman said, Sir, you are confused. Leave us women alone.
Okay.
Jessica said, Are you truly happy or just happy you're being God like?
I'm truly happy, sweetheart. Truly happy. And most people will get offended. I don't care what nobody say. I know what I have. Yes, ma'am. I'm happy. Are you?
Okay. TL said the self hate is real.
Oh,
Rather than put down a whole community that you were once a part of,
no. You
try
guys need to
some.
get it together and stop being disgusting. TL. Don't get me started because I can get vicious. Next question. Y'all
Okay.
need to be in therapy. Y'all sleeping with kids. Y'all gay community is disgusting. Y'all gonna be exposed though. Don't worry about it. Next.
Okay, we're gonna stop it right there because I
Yeah.
actually gotta go.
All
Well,
right, y'all. I
listen.
know y'all gonna hate me. I love you, Kendra. And all the women who think I'm crazy, good luck to you too. Probably you're by yourself because of that right there. And these are my eyes, guys. Mine. Not contacts, guys. Sorry. Everybody always say that. My dad looks just like me. He'll be here in a little bit. Anyway.
Okay, so you guys heard what CJ has to offer as well as what he's looking for in a woman. I think it's completely fair of him to want that if he say he's changed his life and know what he's looking for. I do think it might be a bit of a challenge just again because of his femininity. Honestly, I know he did not choose to spell his name the way it is. Okay, and we've talked about, women being petty and popping the balloon for certain names in the past, but I have never seen CJ spelt in this way. His mannerism, his lighter eyes, his style choices. I think that would signal to most women that this man is a little bit more on the feminine side. But on the flip side, I don't know, okay? Because I'm not every woman. I know that there was a time when Prince was popular and every woman was into him. So I think the reality is somewhere in between the two. I hope all the best for him. He sounds like a great guy, but I'm really interested in hearing your guys' perspective. So please comment down in the section down below. I would really appreciate it. Anyways, I've enjoyed this conversation. I hope you guys did too, and I look forward to speaking with you guys next time. Bye.